What is going on, Texans fans? Today is week 1 of the 2024 NFL season. And what a season this will be. I mean, last year it was garbage, upsetting. But it's a new year. Yo, what's going on, alumni? Thanks for checking out the stream. Getting some things set up here in the booth. Yeah, so here it is, 2024. I mean, just this is the season I think that everything changes for Houston. Of course, if you haven't seen it, Evan Lamb is gone. Yes, Evan Lamb was traded. The controversial quarterback out of Texas A&M was moved in a shocking trade with Minnesota for the first overall pick, which Houston used to select quarterback Eddie Parker out of Virginia Tech. So we look here at Evan Lamb. A move that was highly questioned by execs around the league, and people are kind of questioning what's going on in Houston. But Randy Kitchens appears to have a plan. They've really changed up a lot since Randy Kitchens took over, and he's starting to get a bit of a reputation of being kind of really impatient. As of course last season he got rid of Jimmy Bauman early in the year. As quarterbacks, Brandon Starks is now our coach, but in 1 year he's already been better than Jimmy Bauman. I'm pretty sure in half a year he's had more wins than Jimmy Bauman, which is just crazy. And wow, look at Colts Griffin Murphy. How is he still in? Talk about a patient owner for them. But this is going to be a big week. Hoping our team can pull this through. As we can just scroll through some of the quick changes in the roster. Obviously, the biggest change is Eddie Parker. Brenner still here as a primary backup. Jimmy Garoppolo was signed as a backup. Ronald Jones, Hobbs, and McCollum still holding down the running back room. The one thing you can say about Kitchens and this coaching staff is they are quite loyal to players. Outside of maybe Evan Lamb, but that was just a bad situation. But there's a lot of players that we see over and over again sticking with the team. As Devontae Parker from Miami joins the squad, the rest of the wide receiver room stays the same. Tight end, a lot of tight ends on the roster. 5 tight ends on the roster with Jeremiah White, Brevin Jordan, Zach Ertz, Devin Asiasi, and of course the 6'9" tight end out of Georgia, Taylor Singer. This dude has crazy potential as he's 6'9". So just his raw athleticism pretty much got him on the roster. Offensive line relatively stays the same, except we have an injury, of course, to our star guard, Lincoln Thompson, who signed in the offseason. He's going to miss 1 week with a hip injury, so that sucks. Rookie Trevor Atkinson might be able to get a start there. Lloyd Morgan holding down center. Nick Keene got his guard spot back. And at right tackle, another controversial player is Tyler Valdez, who has given up a crazy amount of sacks, hoping in his 3rd year he can get things together. And Nick Ryan, number 1 overall pick. Pretty much the same players we've seen before. Raekwon Davis, a new addition to the defensive line after J.J. Watt called it a career, and J.J. Watt did make the Hall of Fame. Going through here, Kyle Van Noy, another veteran. A couple of veterans, of course, got signed, including Darius Slay at corner. This cornerback room is looking really good, along with Justin Reed and star rookie camp star Mello Bradley at strong safety. Reports coming out of camp that this dude flies down the field. He hits, and looking like he can be an impact player at that strong safety position. After getting rid of Eric Reed, Justin Reed's older brother, after just a tumultuous season where he got exposed many times. But enough of that. Let's get into the game. Of course, Stark's playbook there. And we have to do this, so it's not the same thing every time. We go against wind. And our uniforms, we'll do a fun little color rush here. Let's get into it. Week 1, 2024. Let's go. I see Ace in the chat as we're loading into this. Let me say, you had, I believe, 10 touchdowns your rookie year as a backup to DeAndre Swift. You guys were nasty. Whoa. Did I just see that quarterback? Looks like Jim Hoskins, the first overall pick last year. Was he the first overall pick? He was a top pick last year. He's getting the start of Ryan Tannehill now. Wow. Hoskins, he might have been the 3rd pick. He was the top quarterback last year. And this is going to be a battle of 2 really great, promising young quarterbacks. This is a good matchup.
Downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago.
Gotta love opening day, just the excitement, just the buzz, the juice. And it's going to be a tough game here in Tennessee. I'm really excited to see what Jim Hoskins does because, of course, we're going to have to be facing this dude for most likely a long time. But on the flip side, they're going to have to deal with Eddie Parker, our future. Just the stench of Lamb and Bauman just all over this team. And pretty much the Texans cleaned house. That's a good angle there. Held it a long time. And we have not beat Tennessee under Kitchens. Kitchens teams, under the ownership of Randy Kitchens, we've never beat Tennessee. So to come out here and start the 2024 season with a win over our arch rival would be incredible. And it looks like we're going to see Jim Hoskins take the field first. Or Hoskins? I think it's like Dwayne Haskins. But it's like not Has, it's like Hoskins. But let's get into it. J.K. Scott is going to kick that ball off again. And we are underway. I don't think this will be returned. And it's not. Jim gets the ball at the 25. There he is, number 4.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by their
you can see that he's got that brace type of thing on the left.
Watching this week when we had a chance to watch them in practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
Let's see what he does. This is first time as a starter. This is his first game. Basically 2 rookie quarterbacks going at it. And of course there's Derrick Henry gets lit up by Heath Camp. Love to see that. I mean, with the rookie quarterback, I kind of expect Tennessee to run the ball a lot. But you never know with this Tennessee team here, led by Ron Rivera. And Hoskins going to throw it and finding Derrick Henry for gain of 6. His first NFL throw is a completion. To who other than Derrick Henry? Just the star of the show here. Okay, got a flag. Might be on Tennessee, and it is. Man, that was perfect Derrick Henry territory, 3rd and 3. Gonna push him back to a 3rd and 8 here. W's in the chat. Will the Texans finally beat the Titans? Oh, I hope so. I mean, this is the game to do it. They got their rookie quarterback who's getting absolutely amazing pressure, and there's Nick Rayner. Nick Rayner with the sack. The number 1 overall pick in the draft last season, making an impact early as he just bull rushes that right tackle right into the Hoskins. Great way to start this game. Good sack there by Nick. We expect him, especially with the loss of J.J. Watt, we're expecting him to really pick up a lot of the slack and hopefully break double-digit sacks. J.J. Watt had 15.5. Ryan was, I think, 7.5 after an injury-filled rookie season. And a new change here to kick returns as Jacob Martinez is going to field kick returns this season after return specialist Jamal Agnew got cut. And here we see Eddie Parker. Here's the man. People say, he got a little Cam Newton vibe to him. as Cam Newton actually retired in the offseason. And we'll see. He's got some big shoes to fill, as this franchise is just in dire need of a franchise quarterback. And on the first play, they're going to run it. Ronald Jones cuts it up for 4. Ronald Jones having back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons for the Texans. He's actually in a contract year. So I know he wants to have a big year. But Eddie Parker on his first NFL throw is going to fire for Darius Slayton for first down. Good accuracy there by Parker on those short routes. And gotta love to see that. So both these rookie quarterbacks getting their first NFL completion. And we're going to hand this off to Jones, who gets lit up. Sean Evans with a big hit. Sean Evans having a nice little career again in the linebacker at Alabama. Eddie Parker now looking, firing, connecting with Jeremiah White for the first down. Great throw there by Parker. And of course, Jeremiah White kind of had a down year last year. So hoping him and Eddie Parker can get some good chemistry together. And wow, Tennessee sent the house, and Houston is not ready for it. They stopped Jones for a short gain, or a short loss. As we see Trevon Hobbs take the field here. And they're actually going to give him the rock here, as he cuts it up, fighting for a first down, as I saw a flag get thrown. And they're going to call holding on Houston. And that's Tyler Valdez on the complete opposite side of the play. Oh, man. He's a player that's very frustrating to fans and staff. But here's Parker looking, firing for who other than Jeremiah White, who breaks the tackle. And it looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 10. No, it's going to be 3rd and 11 here. A little closer to field goal range here is Houston. Eddie Parker now, he's back to throw, looking, rolling, firing for Jones, who's going to be short of the gain, but gets a little closer to field goal range. It's Parker going 4-4 in that drive. And we're going to see Fairbairn here, see if he can make the kick. The Texans did select a kicker in this year's draft, but decided to stick with Fairbairn. And that kick is up, and that kick is good. Good start to the game here by Houston, even though obviously we would love for them to cash in on the touchdown. They'll take that lead and just put a little extra pressure on young Jim Hoskins for Tennessee.
Because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished.
And the Texans special teams doing a good job, costing Tennessee 4 yards there. Good stop.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
And let's see how the Titans do in their second drive here.
Division opponent, division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are
They're going to start off with Henry. That's always a good idea, as he gets a nice 7-yard run there. Good tackle there by, I believe it was Greedy Williams. Hoskins looking, firing, an open receiver. That's going to be A.J. Brown for the first down. Working on Greedy Williams out there. Greedy Williams is just completely lost.
What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On first down.
Here we have, let's go. Raekwon Davis, the brand new offseason addition, getting a quick sack there, just blowing that play up. Love to see that. Showing a little bit of athleticism as he hurdled over that chop block. Showing some speed and quickness there. I just had no idea what was going on. 2nd and 17 here. Nick Bronner forcing a little bit of pressure. And Hoskins going to have to quickly dump that off to his tight end. Nice gain at 10 though.
2.3 seconds. And you think you want to be an NFL quarterback? To throw on 3rd down.
Hoskins now looking to throw. He's firing it deep for A.J. Brown. And that's going to be intercepted. Justin Reed with the pick. Let's go. Now that's something we struggled with all year last year, was the deep ball. And this time Justin Reed is able to out jump A.J. Brown for the ball. Just great ball skills there. That was a really tough catch.
You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at him.
And the Texans with an absolutely incredible start to this game. Let's hope they can cash in on a touchdown here. They're going to start off the run to Ronald Jones. Nice gain of 5.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Parker now, he's going to keep it here on the read option. That's what the Texans are excited to see. And he gets the 1st down. Parker is showing off the legs. That's a part of his game that Evan Lamb really didn't have. But that's one of Parker's strengths here. They try to get a run to Jones. Nice gain of 2 there.
Only for a couple here. 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start
Texans
quarter 2.
looking for the play they want.
2nd and 8 forthcoming.
2nd and 8 here for Houston. Parker under shotgun at 17. Martinez coming in motion, and they're going to hand the ball off to him, and he makes a move and brought down by Rashawn Davis, just showing off his strength there. So he just stopped Martinez right in his tracks.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
That's Parker sending Parker in motion. Parker to Parker. And Parker's not going to be able to cut that upfield. They're going to find themselves 2 yards short. Houston's going to have to punt. Man, that Parker to Parker connection is going to be very interesting this year. Hopefully it can do great things. As Tennessee is going to return it and brought down quickly by Avonte Maddox. Avonte Maddox, after having a tough year last year on the outside, he's actually been moved into the slot this year with the addition of Darius Slay. And Houston going to try to run that with Henry. Good tackle there by Heath Camp. He's just a tackle machine. Flies all over the field. And he's a pretty secure tackler there for Houston.
That's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Tennessee now looking to throw. Hoskins, he's going to dump that over to Henry, who I believe is brought down short of the 1st. And he is. Maybe 3rd and 1 here. And they kind of probably got to expect a run here with Derrick Henry. Tennessee's actually going to throw it here, quickly connecting with their tight end for the 1st down. And that was rookie Dickerson there with the connect. The sneaky catch there. Was not expecting a throw.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times.
And man, Hoskins quickly getting the ball out on these short comeback routes, connect with A.J. Brown close to a 1st down. Hoskins now, he's going to be back to throw. The Texans try to throw a blitz here. And Hoskins had a man wide open. I'm not sure who that receiver was, but Hoskins had a man wide open who beat Avonte Maddox, and he just overthrew it. And that's a big missed opportunity there for Tennessee. And they're going to go play action here. Hoskins quickly connecting A.J. Brown for the 1st down. A.J. Brown again beating Greedy Williams in man coverage. And Tennessee almost in the red zone now. They're going to hand it off to Derrick Henry, who's quickly shut down again by Dre Greenlaw. We're doing a good job of shutting down Derrick Henry. We can't stop this damn rookie quarterback. Hoskins switching the line, switching the formation here at the line. He's going to be back to throw. He's looking, being pressured. He's launched and had an open man in the end zone, and he just missed that throw. Mello Bradley there, as you see, 3rd round pick, was there in coverage. And the Texans, outside that 1st overall pick, it was a lot of day 2 and day 3 selections.
operating from the gun.
Hoskins back to throw, finding a wide open Derrick Henry who gets laid out. And Houston going to have an injured defensive lineman, Boss Blacklock.
An injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season.
Little off topic, Taylor just dropped a free multiplayer game, season 1 on PC. Oh wow, that sounds pretty interesting right there.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans.
Halo, one of the best series ever. Might have to get that on the PC. But Tennessee here, they're looking to hand it to Derrick Henry, who scores untouched. Good answer there by Tennessee.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So
wow, it's Eddie Parker. Yo, if anyone knows the struggles Eddie Lamb has, it was in the fourth quarter. He was scared. He never, in all his time in Houston, he never had a game-winning drive and succeeded in like scoring or winning a game. So let's hope Eddie Parker has that clutch gene here. I mean, shouldn't be hard to do, especially when Lamb was just so bad in the clutch. Parker now, but they're gonna go play action here. He's gonna roll to his right. This is where he's most effective. He cuts it up for a gain of 6. Parker now in 2nd and 4. He's gonna be in shotgun. Takes the snap. He's looking, firing for Jacob Martinez, who secures the catch and gets a first down. And then center Lloyd Morgan's gonna get hurt. Wow, and in camp, the Texans already had an injury to left guard Thompson, and now their starting center's going to be hurt. That's a lot of injuries piling up here for Houston quickly in the season and this game. And so running the ball might not be that effective. Jones only gets 2 there. Parker now looking to throw. Firing it for Darius Slayton, who's one-on-one and just can't secure that catch. That's going to be Eddie Parker's first incompletion.
No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Parker now's going to the shotgun here. He's going to take the snap, looking, firing it for Martinez. You can't come down with that catch. Good coverage there by Tennessee. Tennessee is going to get the chance to really blow this game open here. And Nick Yarbrough lays the big hit on the returner there. I wonder why he didn't call a fair catch. We'll see now Hoskins. He's going to be in shotgun. Henry to his left. It looks like they're going to run it here. And thankfully, Kyle Van Noy is able to quickly shut that down. No gain there for Derrick Henry. That's going to be the 2-minute warning here. We have a low-scoring game here in Tennessee. And of course, the Texans will get the ball here to start the second half. So, really hoping they can double dip here. And they're going to start a screen pass to Henry, who gets absolutely lit up by Mello Bradley on the play. Good hit there by Mello, forcing them to have a 3rd and 1 here. And there's Tennessee going to throw, and they connect over Maddox to the tight end for the first down. Wow, Houston had a free blitzer, and Hoskins just used the height advantage, and they pick on Avonte Maddox. Man, hate to see that. Hoskins here looking, firing. Darius Slay has picked it off. Hoskins was looking for an out route there, and Slay was all over it. Just could not secure that catch. 2nd and 10 now. Tennessee's going to throw, and Hoskins an inaccurate throw. Everyone was covered, pretty much just threw that ball away.
Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And Houston's going to call a timeout here. Tennessee kept changing things around. And Houston just, I don't think they felt comfortable with their defensive play calls there. Third and 10 now for Tennessee. They're going to look to throw here. They're going to fire for a wide open A.J. Brown. I think they're in field goal range. And Houston just cannot contain A.J. Brown right now. As Tennessee is going to be back to throw. They're firing that short for the tight end, and now they're well in field goal range. Houston basically just going to try and prevent a touchdown here.
Get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hoskins now back in shotgun, got a bunch formation. Hoskins, of course, looking to throw, firing it short. And Johnson almost getting a first down there. But thankfully he gets out of bounds for Tennessee. And Houston has to be getting a little nervous here. His Titans are now in the red zone. And now Hoskins looking to throw, and he's brought down. Raekwon Davis gets a second sack. Basically a coverage sack there. Hoskins had nowhere to throw it. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 9 here for Tennessee. Only 10 seconds left in the game. And looks like Tennessee is just going to take their field goal. Smart decision. See if Houston might chance to maybe block this or something crazy like that. And that kick is good. That's actually Justin Tucker. Yep, he's going to make that kick 9 times out of 10. 10 times out of 10. 9.9 times out of 10, honestly. That's like probably the best kicker ever. Well, let's see what Bush here can do. 6 seconds to make some crazy return. He's brought down to 26. And Eddie Parker is going to go out there, kneel that ball down, and he's going to get the ball here to start the 3rd. He tells Tennessee to shut the hell up. And Houston find themselves down 7 at halftime.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports
Tennessee just controlling time of possession, honestly.
All right, Brandon, thanks very
almost
much.
Doubling the amount of plays they ran compared to us.
We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy
Jacksonville.
city
Hopefully
of
they are
Chicago.
losing.
And in
They
the
are.
second quarter,
Justin
it's the
Fields, let's
Bears
go.
who are out in front. The Bears trying to start the season right and is looking good so far at home. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in U.S. Bank Stadium.
Ha! Yo, Lamb's getting clapped. Lamb is getting killed by the Buccaneers. He is 3 of 6 for 25 yards in the first half. We are going to have to check out every game of his career. That's crazy. Josh Allen and the Bills having the lead over Seattle. I'm so glad they showed us the Vikings game and Evan Lamb getting killed. That's awesome. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing.
The halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. And meanwhile, for the Titans, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely make plenty of adjustments.
Let's see what Houston's going to do here. We, of course, want to stop the run. Derrick Henry is the most important person to stop. If the quarterback beats us, I mean, that's my game plan against Tennessee. Now, has that worked? My thing is, I don't want them to beat us with Derrick Henry. So that's the #1 guy to stop. As Bush, he has recently gotten the kick return duties. He has a good return there. And of course, Lloyd Morgan, our center, is back out into the game. Glad to see that, as we're going to start by running it right behind him, taking up 5 on the play. I mean, Lloyd's just such a massive presence. He's going to push that pile forward every time. Parker now, he's going to be back to throw here, firing it, looking for Ronald Jones, and that's going to be incomplete. These Tennessee defenders are everywhere. Very impressive. Parker now taking the snap, going play action, rolling to his right, firing it for Jacob Martinez, and just led him a little bit too far. That's a bit. And what was Tyler Valdez doing right there? You know, maybe if Parker stayed in the pocket a little longer, he could have had a better throw. But man, that's a big missed opportunity to Martinez there. As the Titans defender makes a move on Yarbrough there. And a big fail of an opportunity by Houston there. Jim Hoskins comes back out on the field.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it.
Hoskins here looks like he's going to throw it here, connecting with Derrick Henry on the outside, who breaks the tackle. And Mello Bradley, good tackle there.
16 yards right off the bat for the first.
Jim Hoskins doing pretty well right now, I must say. Of course, he was able to sit behind Ryan Tannehill, so I'm sure that definitely has helped his development.
Back to throw.
But he's looking to throw here, having space, and smartly throws that ball out of bounds.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get
It looks like their center, McGovern's going to have to come out the game with an injury.
See this week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again.
There's Hoskins setting up the screen to Derrick Henry, who I believe fought for the first down. And they marked him short. Wow, that is surprising there. And they're going to run it here. Derrick Henry, we shut him down. They lose a yard there. Dre Greenlaw darted through. Wow. Great stop there by Houston, stopping Derrick Henry on 3rd and inches. Gotta love to see that. Tennessee will now punt the ball to Martinez, who looks like he's going to return this ball here. Tries to cut it outside and is stopped inside the 10.
And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
And the Houston Texans have a good opportunity here to just tie this ball game up. We'll see if they can do it. And they're going to start with a run here to Ronald Jones, only getting 2. Tennessee doing a good job of shutting down Ronald Jones. Parker now, he's going to be back to throw here. Rolling, firing it for Martinez, who makes the catch, cuts it up the field all the way to the 30. Good catch and run there by Martinez, who was the team's leading receiver last year as a rookie with 1,000 yards. He's been pretty impressive.
That's been an issue for them in this game. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously.
Parker now back to throw. Firing for Darius Slayton, who makes the catch. Nice getting about 7 on the play. And we are back. Ball's finally left again. Yes, because when you're at work, you should really be watching my streams. That's just dedication. That is much appreciated. And hopefully we can repay that favor by winning this ball game. And Parker is going to hand it off to Jones here, who cuts it up for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
1st and 10 here. Parker's going to be under center here at the 42-yard line. 4 minutes left in the 3rd. They're going to start this off with a run to Ronald Jones, who gets good blocking up the field. Only one man to beat at the 20. He makes a move. Wow, he gets brought down at the 13. What a run for Ronald Jones. Stream is always better than work. That's correct. I mean, what a run by Ronald Jones there. Great blocking. And made the man miss. And here we go. Texans going to have a red zone opportunity. First of the season. And they're going to hand it off to Jones again. Lloyd Morgan just run behind Lloyd Morgan. That's a great decision. As he was showing his athleticism to get over into the 2nd level there. And Park on I formation. They're going to fire it. Alex Ingold, the brand new tight end, makes the catch. Touchdown, Texans. And that right there was Eddie Parker's first career touchdown pass. And it was to the fullback. Who would have thought that? That what a great drive. Very impressive drive by Houston. Great throw by Parker and great catch by Ingle there. And just like that, we got a tie game here at Tennessee.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown.
Gotta love that by gotta love that for Parker. He's having a pretty impressive game.
Chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter.
Let's see if Tennessee has an answer here. As they're going to start off the run to Henry, we get some good blocking. Luckily, Maddox there was able to drag him down. Now, I'm not sure if anyone in here is Fortnite fans, but if you follow my Twitch, the All-Star 987, me and the homies here have been streaming Fortnite recently. We're pretty good. Whoa, Hoskins just made a crazy move on Waquan Davis, and that's going to lead to a huge gain by Henry. Wow. What a play there by Hoskins. Showing a little bit of mobility there. And he finds himself in Houston territory.
He found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They're going to run it with Derek, getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. Let me know when you go live with Fortnite. Yeah, we're going to be going later tonight, probably around 9 o'clock when we usually go live. I will send you the links to the Fortnite. Me, my girlfriend, her sister, and her fiance. You know, we be going. We get dubs in Fortnite. We get victory royales left and right. But right now, we have to focus on Houston football. And, Tennessee converts there.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control.
Great catch there. As I'm about to put this link here. A link was placed in chat. That is the Twitch channel link.
On 1st and 10, Hoskins.
Oh my God! Big play. Slay makes the pick. Spins it to the outside. Darius Slay with the interception. Wow. Darius Slay jumps the route and gets the interception. Wow, what a pick by Darius Slay. Houston going to come back on the field. Ronald Jones starting to heat up. But that was a crazy pick, and that's why we signed Darius Slay, to make big plays, great turnovers, and the Texans forcing, that's the second interception by the rookie. Well, he's not a rookie, he's a second-year player, but first-year starter, Jim Hoskins. And Texans here, they're going to run it with Jones, getting some good blocking, breaking it up to the next level. Wow. Almost at the 40-yard line. Jones, he's really, really cooking right now. Love to see that. Parker under center. And looks like now they're going to try to hit him with play action here. He's rolling, firing it for Jacob Martinez, who makes a tough catch on the sideline. What a throw by Parker. Absolute dot. As right tackle Tyler Valdez is going to come off the field. I believe Charlie Heck is going to come on for him, or Stephen Brown. He's actually going to go to the locker room. Wow. Tyler Valdez has to go into the locker room. That's a big loss for Houston. As the Texans try to do the run again with Jones, and they were all over that. And Valdez getting word that he is not going to be able to come back into this ballgame. Park now in shotgun. That is going to do it for the third quarter. Houston is in field goal range here with a tie ball game.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4.
Parker now in shotgun. He's going to try to set up the screen to Jones, and that's going to fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
All right, looks like Starks wants this play.
And a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer.
Parker now, he's going to be back to throw. Rolling to his right, throwing it for Jones, who makes the catch for a very short gain. Basically just trying to get field position there. Make the kick a little easier. But Fairbairn, this is probably, I think this is the biggest kick for him in a Texans uniform. That kick is up, and that kick is good. The Texans take a lead in the fourth quarter. I'm telling y'all, Eddie Parker is a new guy. This is a new franchise under Eddie Parker. Lamb there would have threw a pick. And after talking to Starks in the offseason, he definitely said, he really wants to start, they want to be more of a run-first team, honestly. They know Parker can use his legs. They know they have a star running back, Ronald Jones. Yeah, Rip Lamb. Yeah, Lamb, an unclutched scrub. Also, we'll check out his stats in Minnesota because I'm pretty sure he had no touchdowns in his first game. Pretty sure he was terrible. But what a catch and run there by Derrick Henry. We'll worry about Lamb later because right now it's all about Houston and the Texans. We'll check him out after. But the Titans, they're definitely trying to answer quickly here. As Hoskins looking, Nick Reiner forcing the pressure, hits Hoskins, who thankfully was able to throw that ball away in time. Nick Reiner being very disruptive here in this game. And they're going to run the ball here. Mello Bradley wrapping up Henry. That's Bradley, just a tackle machine. He can lay the boom. He's a welcomed addition to this team. And on 3rd and 3, Hoskins actually going to look to throw the ball here. Nick Reiner got completely pushed out of the play there. And they find A.J. Brown, who breaks a tackle and scores a touchdown. Wow. Justin Reed thought he was able to push A.J. Brown out of bounds, but A.J. Brown, with the strength to stay in, scores the touchdown. That is really upsetting, as we were looking so good. Man. And now we need Parker and this Houston offense to respond. And Bush, he's going to let that ball bounce out of bounds. Parker's going to start us off the 25.
So we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense
Parker, 11 for 16, 100 yards and a touchdown. Love to see that, but we're going to need him to do a little more here in this fourth quarter. Big drive for Parker here, that's correct. And they're going to start it off the run to Jones, who gets amazing blocking. No one in front of him at the 30, the 20, the 10. Oh, and he got brought down at the 1. Ronald Jones got brought down at the 1. That's a 74-yard run.
It's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
Wow.
And how about the situation that we're in right now?
Ronald Jones with a 74-yard run off the counter gets brought down at the 1-yard line. And at the 1, Houston going to try to repay the favor for him. He goes in untouched. Touchdown, Houston. Ronald Jones just took that whole drive over. And Ronald Jones taunting the fans out there. Wow, that's incredible. That is incredible. And with this PAT, the Texans take a 3-point lead here. They answer in 2 plays. Wow, that's great. Didn't even need Parker there. Ronald Jones says, I'm going to put the team on my back. And that's what we need as he's in a contract year. He wants a fat extension. I know he wants a fat contract extension. And even though he's getting up there in age, in Tampa Bay, he split carries his whole career. Like, he's a fresh back. I don't think his age in his 30s, I think he can kind of age like a fine wine, you know. But still a lot of games left to be played. It's Nick Reiner blowing that play up, bringing down Derrick Henry for a loss. Nick Reiner, you know, spoke so highly of former teammate J.J. Watt, saying he really taught him how to be a pro, and you know, I think he really helped him get the tools to be a great player in this league here. As Hoskins going to set up the screen to Henry, who almost gets the first down. This is a huge third down here, as Parker, just a team first guy, hyping up his boys. Love to see that. Will Tennessee run the ball here on 3rd and 1? They will. And Houston was ready for it. Derrick Henry is, of course, strong. Did he get it? No. Houston stopped him short of the line, and they're going to punt. Darius Slay, the cornerback, getting involved there. Really helping that defensive line stop Henry short. And Martinez here, getting the kick return, tries to break it out and doesn't. But that was a huge stop for Houston. This just feels, the energy on this team feels different.
With a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. They're holding on right now.
And only 4 minutes left in this game. If Houston can score here, they can pretty much wrap this up. As wow, Jeffrey Simmons just lit up Ronald Jones. He still gained 4 in the play. Good run. Houston on 2nd and 4. They're going to hand it off to Jones, who fights for the first down. That's going to be close.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're
wow,
exactly right.
That's going to be 3rd and inches for Houston.
So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it.
And Eddie Parker's going to keep it on the QB. Oh, no. A flag flew in. Parker got him with the QB option. And Spencer Brown filling in for Tyler Valdez on the biggest play of the game commits a holding violation on the other side of the field. On the other side of the field, they call holding. Man, that's tough. Eddie Parker, we really need him to convert this. As he can take the snap, firing it, connecting with Ronald Jones, who gets the first down. Wow. Let's go. Eddie Parker converts the massive 3rd down there to Ronald Jones. Who else but Ronald Jones? Who's going to get the run here? Has good blocking. Oh my God, he cut it all the way into Tennessee territory. Ronald Jones cannot be stopped right now.
Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field.
Wow.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Man. Hey, we still got it. I'm telling you, this Texans team is nice. Parker, he's a rookie, but he plays like a vet. And they're going to hand it off here to Martinez, showing the speed there, cutting it in, and he's down inside the 30. What a run for Martinez.
But still over 40 yards between the two.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed.
What a
really
move
ratchets
there.
up on opening week.
Houston going to hand it off here to Jones. And he falls forward for a gain of 8.
It also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
That's a 2-minute warning here. The Titans do have all 3 timeouts here. The Texans really want to score here. And they're going to hand it off here to Jones. Has him blocking. He runs to the outside. And he's going to go in untouched. Touchdown Texans. Ronald Jones with back-to-back scores. Wow. That's insane. Ronald Jones took this entire game over. And with less than 2 minutes left, oh my God, Fairbairn just missed that. Fairbairn just missed that extra point, and that's going to be a 9-point game. That's unfortunate, but with only 1 minute and 55 seconds left, the Texans might get their first win against Tennessee. Ronald Jones for MVP, I can get behind that.
this will not be returned. It's a touchback.
I can get behind that. I think he has well over 200 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. Oh my God, he's insane right now.
A huge factor.
Jones over Henry. You can say that again. Let's see here. Hoskins looking to throw. He's getting some good blocking here. And he's going to get a big completion there. You know, the Texans did their job in the secondary. So they could not, they just couldn't get pressure there. And looks like they're going to be a similar situation here. Only rushing 3, that's the problem. Oh my God, Nick Yarbrough with the interception. Hoskins threw it right at him. And he brings that down to the 30. And that's going to do it. Nick Yarbrough with the interception. Oh, and he hits a smooth dance on him. Oh man, I thought he was going to turn that for a pick 6. Nick Yarbrough, that might be, is that his first career interception? That might be his second career interception there. And there is Parker going onto the field. What a game for Houston. This is insane. This is our first time ever winning an opening day game with Randy Kitchens. Let's go. Brandon Starks. He showed promise as an interim head coach last year. And you know, we kept him as our coach. We showed, you know, we said we put our faith in him, and the Texans here showed out here. Parker was amazing. On 2nd and 2, they're going to give it to Jones, who's just stopped short.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop.
And Ronald Jones just staying on the field, never gets subbed out. He's a monster. They're going to run it with him. He gets the first down, and that will do it. I believe now we'll just kneel this ball out, and that's the game. That's it. Eddie Parker in victory formation. I don't remember the last time we saw this. I think it was like week 12 of last year. What a performance. What a performance. We gotta check the stats out of this game. This is wild. Wow. And there it is. As the clock ticks to 0, the Houston Texans have beat the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee to start the 2024 season. This team will be great. Yes. That was incredible. Cannot wait to see what Evan Lamb did in his debut. As that right there, that was a performance. And there it is. Hoskins and Parker dap it up, as they know they'll be battling for years to come.
With just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.
Gotta love that from QB1s.
So for Houston,
good sportsmanship.
You get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much.
And who would have thought that? Who would have thought in the beginning of this game that Houston would have 277 rushing yards and Tennessee would have 44?
Meanwhile, for the Titans,
no one would have guessed that. That's insane.
Here in the opener, they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the
Parker
Vikings.
only threw it for 100 yards, but that's all he needed to do, as Ronald Jones ran for 245. I have to see. That might be close to a record. I see it 100 passer rating, and didn't throw a touchdown. That's it. Can we believe it? We had a quarterback that didn't throw a touchdown in the game. I mean, he didn't throw an interception. Eddie Parker did not throw an interception. That's crazy. But Ronald Jones on 23 attempts, 245 yards, 10 rushes per yards per carry, and 2 touchdowns. That is crazy. As Derrick Henry went 13 for 41 and 1 touchdown. Receiving, Derrick Henry was the game's leading receiver. That's crazy. All those checkdowns. Hoskins the checkdown king. But throwing the ball, we barely threw the ball. Martinez, the leading receiver with 52 yards. The next closest was Jones. Wait, I'm stupid. Yeah, the next closest was White with 21. Man. Blocking, no sacks were given up. Interceptions, 3 interceptions. Justin Reed, Darius Slay, and Nick Yarbrough. Our secondary came to play. Our linemen came to play. Fairbairn was perfect on field goals. I mean, just love to see that. Love to see it. As we're going to check out some stats here, I want to show Ace how you did in Houston. I mean, how you've been doing in Detroit. And I also want to check out some bums over here. Let's see. As we're going to advance this week as we start the season off 1-0 for the first time in the Kitchens era. Oh, we got a weekly award. You already know that's going to be Ronald Jones. Yes. He dominated. I don't know the last time we had a Texan that was in the top players of the week. It's insane. So we go to stats and awards. Actually, no. Who won the Super Bowl last year? Sure, let me show you. It was none other than Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. So for anyone, and that was Aaron Rodgers' last ever game, was a Super Bowl loss as he retired after this game. But for those that aren't aware, the Ravens are now 2-time Super Bowl champions in this universe, with Lamar winning only one Finals MVP. But yeah, the Ravens are 2-time champs. Of course, and Alvin Kamara won the MVP. Crazy year. That's crazy. But let's see how the Vikings did here. Oh, wait a second. We want this. And we want the Vikings. The Vikings got blown out by Tampa Bay. How did Lamb do? I guess Lamb didn't do too bad. 300 yards, a touchdown, no picks. Was sacked 3 times. I guess it's not his fault they lost. But, hey, we'll take Parker in the W, though. As look, Lamb can throw for big yards. He's just not about it, honestly. Let me see these stats. As we look at Lions. Rushing ball. Hopkins, of course, I mean, you're behind Swift, but yeah, L in Lamb stands for loser. Wow. But yeah, in your first rookie season, 448 yards and 12 touchdowns. 12 touchdowns and only 126 carries. I mean, that's pretty good. And receiving over 100 yards and a touchdown. Pretty good season for a rookie, considering DeAndre Swift had great numbers. Yeah, considering DeAndre Swift had 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns. Having the backup getting almost 512 touchdowns is pretty insane. Pretty insane. That's a pretty good season if you ask me. As we look here at Brett, he probably had a bunch of tackles. He did 6. Almost winning a Super Bowl last year. And of course, I believe I'm now the starting tight end for the Saints. And I am. Okay, I have 6 catches for 58 yards. I'll take it. I will take it. Alright, wow, if we look at, I guess, NFL, the top receiving leader, Christian Kirk. Wow. They both went over for 100. That's crazy. Yeah, I think the Lions might be super nice this year in this league. Like, they're pretty wild. And Ian Book, this dude is like an absolute monster. 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Sean Watson had a good game. Rushing, you already know it's going to be Ronald Jones. It is. Nick Chubb had 4 touchdowns in one game. Okay, that's ridiculous. But I think Jones had to have had like a record right there for a single game. That has to be up there. Right? No? Wow, it's not. He almost had it. If he got him like a couple more yards. Alright. Either way, what a great game. Perfect way to start this new season. I think this is going to be a completely different season. I think we're making the playoffs this year. And I think this team can put some serious work in. So, can't wait to see how that goes. Thanks everyone for checking it out. And yo, remember, I'll send a little texty text on live, but All-Star 97 on Twitch, Fortnite stream tonight. We're about to get hella victory royales, big dubs. Hope to see y'all there. Peace out. Go Texans.